Okay. Okay, guys, we'll start the session. So firstly, I want to welcome you all for this free workshop on API testing. Okay. 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 Next thing. So when it comes to the course, first thing is for whom and all this course is for. Okay. So if you're facing any audio issue, means just let me know, guys. Okay. If you're facing any issue with the audio, or if I'm not audible, just let me know. Hope it's audible, right?
Yes, it's audible.
Yeah. Okay. So this course is for maybe some of you are working as a manual test engineers, right? So if you want to upgrade your skills and if you want to jump into the automation, okay, so yes, this course is for you. Okay, even if you have a manual knowledge and if you don't have any knowledge on programming also, that's fine. This course is covering both the means whatever that's required to jump into the automation, all these things will be covered in this. Okay, so both the manual approach and the automation approach we will be doing here. I mean to say, so we are working with the how we can test with respect to manual approach of REST APIs, that will be covering here, and along with that how we can work same REST APIs with the automation. Okay, so the both thing will be covering. Okay. Okay, so if you are working as a manual test engineers, no need to worry. Okay, if you want to, upgrade your skills and jump into the automation, or if you want to upgrade your skill in the manual itself, yes, you can learn this course. Okay, because in this we are learning both the manual approach and automation approach. Okay, first we are learning, testing the REST APIs by using a manual approach. I mean to say, I'm using a Postman tool here. Okay, so once after we are getting some hold on it, then we are jumping into the automation. Okay, same like how we used to do while we are validating front end technologies. Okay, so before jumping into the automation, if you want to know the domain knowledge, means obviously we have to run the application manually, to have to thorough understand the domain knowledge, right? The same thing I'm also putting into this course. So what I'm doing is, first I'm starting with the manual process of testing the REST APIs by using the Postman tool. So once we are getting a hold on it, okay, how we can test the APIs, what are all the parameter it contains. If it is, whenever there's developers are sending the APIs for us to validate, so what are the parameter it contains, and understanding each and every parameter is very important in the API testing. Okay, so basically what happens, they will be sending you just a document, maybe it's a swagger document or some other collection document, something they are sending you the document. Okay, so being a test engineers, we have to thoroughly understand the document and we have to apply over the by using any tools or by using any automation approach, we have to add it those services. Okay, so here what plays a major role is we have to understand the document that is sent by the developers. Okay, so yeah, the next, if you are having a basic knowledge on coding also, that's fine, or if you don't have a knowledge on Java is also fine, because in this course before jumping into the automation part, I will be teaching Java part which is necessary for this course. Okay, so maybe oops concepts is more than enough to jump into the automation, that I will be covering in this. Okay, so after learning the manual process, then we are covering a Java concept which is required to work with the API testing, and before jumping into the automation part, we will be covering the Java part also. So that's why I'm mentioning, if you're having a minimal knowledge or if you don't have a knowledge on coding also, that's fine, we will be learning in this course itself. Okay, then if you are fresher or if you are graduates, or you are already working in an organization, anyone can learn this course. Okay, the course is designed in such a way that it should be useful for everyone. We are starting from very basic level and we are reaching till the framework. Okay, so this is the detail about the course. Okay, so whom it for and what are all the prerequisites is required to before learning this course, everything is mentioned. Any doubt in this part? It's clear? Okay.
Yes, Clem.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Next.
One more doubt will be there, madam.
I'm sorry.
One more doubt will be there. Is there any certification after completion of course?
Yes, yes, yeah, yes. From DurgaSoft they will be providing you. Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay, okay. So why to take this course now? Okay, so you know that nowadays, API testing is booming in industry. Okay, even if it is, development side or it is in a testing side, now API is booming. If you're, if you are searching a job and if you see the description of the job, each and every company wants the candidate who having a knowledge on the REST APIs. Okay, so I can assure you that after learning this course, okay, so you can work without any fear in your organization and you can create of your own the framework also, because we are starting from very basic level. Okay, like if you consider on API, if there is any on API, what is the parameter it contains? Okay, so how we have to understand that parameter, each and every parameters we will be learning, and after that how we can identify the each and every resource inside the application. After identifying how we have to pass the value into it, after sending the response, whatever the after sending the request of whatever the response we are getting, how to validate on those responses. Being a test engineer, what are the parameters we need to consider while validating those responses? All the things will be covering. Okay, okay, so this is a basic idea on it. Then next, now, okay, first, now course content. Okay, in this course, first what we are doing is, first we are going with the API essentials. What is API essentials means? Okay, so before jumping into the learning the Postman tool or other content, first we have to understand exactly what is API. Okay, so what is API, why we are using APIs, and if it is in a API means what are the parameter it contains. Being a test engineer, how we need to identify those parameters and how we need to work on those parameters. All the things will be covered in the API essential part, completely related to basic details about the APIs. Okay, because maybe after enrollment there may be a freshers, there may be a graduates, and maybe someone who is working in organization. Everyone will be in the class. Okay, so what we have planned is each and everyone we have to take in a single boat. Okay, so that's why we are starting with very basic level. Okay, so first after completing the API essentials, then we are jumping into the Postman essentials. Means I've already explained you guys that first we are starting with the manual approach. Okay, so for the manual approach, we are learning completely a Postman tool. Okay, so in the Postman tool, what are all the modules available or what are the features available? So by using those features, how we need to validate API, how we need to send a response, how we need to get back the response, how we need to send a request after getting the response, how we can utilize the tool to work with the REST APIs. Okay, so all the things will be covered in the Postman. So completely about the tool we are learning in the next part. So after that, after getting some idea on the getting after getting a tool knowledge, then we are jumping into the JSON essentials. Okay, okay. So now what is JSON? Okay, why we are using JSON? Because we have already have so many other languages, right? We have a HTML, we have a XML, so many other languages we have, but nowadays everyone are using JSON only. So why we are using that? Okay, what is the benefit it is providing for us to means than the HTML or XML? So all these things will be covered in this. Okay, so completely regarding the JSON, what is JSON? Okay, how to write the syntax in JSON, how to create a objects in JSON, how to create a arrays in JSON, and after creating some data, we can access those data with respect to API. So all the things completely JSON is also covering here. JSON language is covering here. Okay. So after covering JSON, then we are jumping into the HTTP essentials. What is HTTP protocol? If it is in a HTTP protocol, what are the method it contains? By using that methods, how we are working with the APIs. Okay, so if you come to the HTTP, so guys, this is just course overview I'm mentioning. Okay, Under these topics we will be having a subtopics. Okay, so it's not possible to mention all the topics here. Okay, so under these topics there are many subtopics will be there. I'm just mentioning the headline of the courses, each topics. Okay, so in the HTTP essentials, so like what is the protocols, what are the protocols available, and what are the mainly protocols we are using, and in that what are the methods available, how we are making use of those methods in working with the APIs. Okay, so we are having all the crude methods, right, like a post, get, put, delete, update, all the things we have. Okay, so what means in what scenario which methods we have to use to work with the APIs, all these things will be covered. Okay, so basically if you take an application, so we are doing that only, right? So we are performing a business related operation. So to perform that, so what we are doing means business operation is nothing but creation of something, creation of data, creation of user data, or else updation of the data, or else deletion of the data, right, or else retrieval of the information. So this is the main actions that we will be performing in each and every application. Okay, so those things how we can achieve by using the APIs, by using which methods we can achieve. So all the things will be covered in the HTTP essentials. Okay, all the HTTP methods will be covered. Then Postman mock server. Okay, how we can create a mock server to work with the mock data. So all the things will be covered. Okay, mock server means we are creating some dummy server. Before, if you don't have a test data, we are creating the mock data to work with the APIs. Okay, that things I will be explaining in sessions. Okay, so those things also covered here. So after clearing this, then after getting some tool knowledge in that, environments, environment variable, global variables, and authentication, authorization, all those things will be comes under the Postman tool. Okay, so that I will be explaining, okay, in the while covering the Postman. So after completing that, then we are jumping into the Java part. Okay, means Java part means I'm not teaching complete Java, but what are all the topics which is required before jumping into the automation, that I will be covering. Okay, so maybe oops concepts is more than enough to jump into the automation. So that I will be taking care of it. Okay, before going to the automation, I will be covering all the oops concepts which is required to work with the automation. Okay, so after that, then we are jumping to the automation part. For the automation, so we are using Eclipse IDE. Okay, and we are performing the API testing using Rust Azure library. Okay, Rust Azure is a Java library. By with the help of that, we are performing the API testing. Okay, so first we are setting all the setup of the Rust Azure. Then after that, we are learning basic part of the Rust Azure, like what are the class available, what are the interfaces available, what are the inbuilt methods available in it. So all the basic part will be covered in that. And after that, so other topics will be there, like how to perform the logging, how to handle the headers, what is request specification, how to work with a request specification, what is response specification, and how to work with the response specification, why we have to use the response specification and request specification. So, and then automating all the CRUD operation like post, put, and delete. So this we have already learned in the Postman, right? So we will be learning first this part in the Postman, means how we can work with all this HTTP method. So the same thing, whatever we are working in the Postman, that we are converting here with the automation. Okay, so that means in Postman means that is something like manual approach. Just we will be having a methods there, and we will be having a APIs, and just we are providing the parameters detail, and we are just clicking on the send button, and we are sending the request and getting back the response. But the same thing that we need to achieve in the automation, how we can do that, all these things will be covered here. Okay, so then sending the request in the request payload in the multiple ways. We have so many ways to send a request to the server, means create a request to the server. Okay, all those things will be covered. This is a big topic. Okay, so that's what. Okay, under these topics we will be having many subtopics that I am not listed out here. Okay, but we will be having many subtopics and each and every topic under the each and every topics. Okay, so there are many ways to create a request to the in the server. Okay, so all the ways will be covered. Okay, and complex JSON, how to send the complex JSON, how to create the complex data in the JSON, by creating that, how to send that request to the server. Okay, and something nested data will also be there. Okay, so complex data and also nested data, all the things will be covered. So after that, handling the request parameter and multi-part form data, and how we can upload the file and download the file, and working with the form URL encoding. And after that, JSON schema validation. Okay, JSON schema validation means obviously in the Rust Azure library also will be having a several methods to perform the validation and the responses. Okay, so something just Azure, like whenever you're working with the front end technologies, we are using a Selenium. Okay, in the Selenium, what happens? We are having a interfaces and classes, and that interfaces and classes will be having a inbuilt methods. Okay, so the same way here, for the backend technology, we are using a Rust Azure. Okay, so in that we will be having a many inbuilt methods. Several inbuilt methods will be having. Okay, so there also we are having a methods to perform the validation. Okay, but this JSON schema validation is some technology that we are using again. Okay, so this is also we can use, and inbuilt methods also we can use. But means some companies they use the JSON schema validation while performing the validation on the responses. Okay, so that part also will be covering here. After that, some concept like a filters concepts and serialization and deserialization and Jackson annotations, and how to work with a complex pojo. Means complex pojo means pojo class creation. Okay, means complete oops concept. With the help of the oops concept, we have to create a pojo classes. Okay, so in an organization, most of the people will create a data with respect to Pojo only. Okay, so that part will be covered, and authentication and authorization. Okay, so obviously in organization, so whenever you're working with the APIs, you have to authenticate yourself before working with those services. Okay, so if you are only a authorized person, then only it will provide you the data. Otherwise, it will not allow you to access the information. Okay, so what are all the authentication types we have? We can perform the authentication on those methods by using that types. All those things will be covered. We will be having several types, okay, like barrier tokens, API key, hot 1, hot 2. We have several types. Okay, so all the types will be covered in this. Okay, so by using a Google API, so we can perform the hot 2 and form based authentication, rest assured handling cookies. Okay, so how we can handle the cookies, basically all the concepts will be covered in this. Okay, so after covering all these topics, finally we are jumping into the framework part. Okay, so after covering all the necessary topics which is required to build the framework, then we are jumping into the framework. Okay, so in the framework, uh, first we will be creating all the usable methods, and we will be creating a classes with the help of the Pojo. So all the things after covering that, then we will be integrating our framework with the Jenkins and GitHub. Okay, so and we are using for the reporting part, we are using a Halio report. Okay, so this is complete information about the course. Okay, so first learning manual, and then jumping into the automation, then finally after learning all the concepts which is required, then we are creating one framework. Okay, so this is more than enough you to start work with a API, or jump into the API related jobs or anything. Okay, so this is what the course type. Any doubt in this?
Ma'am, is JSON a language?
Yes, yes, yeah. I'll show you. I'll show you. So this is the Postman tool. Okay, yeah, this is the Postman tool. Okay, so first we are working with this tool. Okay, so learning all this, why, what is this collections, why we had to create a collection, what happens if we are not creating the collection, and if we are directly working with the services, and how it is useful, and then learning about environments, and learning about mock server, and these are all the HTTP methods which is available here. Okay, working with all these HTTP methods, and all this like parameters, authorization, and headers, how to handle the headers, and how we can send the payload in different ways. Okay, these are all the different ways that we can send the payloads. Okay, and pre-request scripts and tests, what is this pre-request scripts and test, why we have to use these two, when we have to use these two. Basically complete tool we are learning here with the help of the by having this tool we are working with the REST APIs. Okay, so after learning this, um, then we are jumping into the automation part. Okay, so for this we are using Eclipse IDE. Okay, so before jumping into the automation, we are learning a Java. Okay, so here we are covering API part and also JSON part and also Java and also framework. Okay, so this in this course only we are defined all the things, guys. Okay, we are not differentiated like a manual one course, automation one course, and project one course. Okay, everything is covered in this single course only. Okay, any
And
doubt with the course?
Postman, what is the difference for Postman and Rest Assured Man? Postman is only a tool.
Mhm. So this Postman is a tool. Okay, this is a tool. This Postman is a tool. In this tool, you are working with the REST APIs. Okay, so this is like a manual testing. If you are working as a manual test engineer, and you can, if you want to jump into the manual field only as a API test engineer, you can specify in your resume saying that I have a knowledge on API testing using Postman tool. This is a tool that you are using to work with the REST APIs. Okay, or else you want to jump into the automation part, you have to jump into the automation part, then you have to learn, coding part, and you have to same thing. Okay, whatever you perform here, that you have to achieve in the year with the help of coding. Okay, so here what happens, everything will be available. Okay, just you have to get the APIs here, and you have to understand what are the parameters is there here, and you need to understand what are all the details you have to send here. And with the help of maybe your developers will be sending you swagger document or some document which contains the details about the API whatever they are sending, and whatever the test data you have to use for that API, all the things they will be specifying and they will be sending you. You have to understand that document and you have to work with that with the help of this tool. This is completely manual process. Okay, but here in automation approach, you have to create each and everything. Okay, like just example I will show you. Means you have to define each and every methods. This is the post. Okay, okay, don't get scared, okay, by looking into this code. This is nothing, very easy. Okay, all the codes will repeatable. Okay, very easy, guys. Learning API testing is very easy if you give some attention. Okay, so this is okay, this is a post, means I'm creating some data. Okay, I'm creating some data. So here what we do with respect to the Postman tool, we will select the method and we will get the API, particular API. This is post. Okay, so we will select this post method. Here we will be having list of methods, and we will get the API, particular API, and we will pass the information here, body information. Hmm. Then we are clicking on the send button, the request will go and we will get back the response. Okay, so this is completely a manual process, but here to achieve that we have to write little bit of code, same action that we are achieving in the automation approach. Okay, but don't get scared by looking into this code. Okay, it's very easy, nothing is there. Okay, these methods and all inbuiltly means in the Rust Azure itself it is available. Just we need to have some idea which method we need to apply, where we need to apply, how we need to achieve this. Okay, so just that idea is required. Okay. Mhm. Mm. Yeah. Yes. Is any doubt with respect to the course?
Duration, course.
No.
Okay. Okay, course content is clear, right? Okay, so now tell me what is API. What is API?
API is nothing but application programming interface.
Okay.
It communicates two systems, or it acts as a media between two systems.
Yes. Okay. Correct. What is API? So now API means application programming interface. Okay. So application programming interface. As the name suggests, it is an interface between two applications. Okay. So how it is interface, how it is acting as an interface. Consider this is one application and this is one application. Okay. So consider this is an Amazon application. Amazon application. Okay. So what happens in Amazon, being an end user, being a customers, so what we are doing, okay, we are launching the Amazon application and we are searching for some product and we are adding that product to the cart, and after adding that to the cart, what we are doing, we are clicking on the buy now option. Okay, so whenever we are clicking on the buy now option here, so what's happening, usually what's happen when we are clicking on the buy now option, when we click here on buy now option, what happens usually?
Payment screen will come.
Yeah, it will redirect to the payment. Okay, so in that payment also, what it will do, it will provide you list of option. What it will provide you list of option like this. Okay, pay through the Paytm. Okay, then okay, phone pay and Google Pay. Okay, and Paytm and okay, just enough, this is enough as of now. Okay, so whenever we are clicking on the buy now, so it is providing you the list of options here. Okay, we have to choose any one of the option and we have to pay. Okay, so this is what happens, right? So but if you consider here, our phone pay is also an application, our Google Pay is also an application, our Paytm is also an application, correct? See, my Amazon is also an application, and my phone pay is also an application, and Google Pay is also an application, and Paytm is also an application. Okay, maybe this is here, my phone pay is there. Here my phone pay. Okay, so Amazon customer, whenever he is, selecting some product and whenever he's clicking on the buy now option, okay, maybe he's selecting the phone pay option. Okay, so whenever he's selecting the phone pay option, what happens? This information has to go to this application. Okay, whatever from Amazon to phone pay application, the information has to go. But now the thing is, my Amazon has built in the maybe Python language. Okay, this built in the Python language, and it is using some other database like maybe SQL Server database. And here my phone has built in the Java language. Okay, maybe it is using the MySQL. Okay, this is using the Java. Means this application is built by using a Java language. This is built by using a Python language. So now customer is trying to trying to do the payment, but what happens internally? So this whatever he is requesting has to go to this application and response has to come. Okay. Okay. Now question: how this phone pay understand this Python language? Obviously, this is built in the Python means request also goes in that way only, right? So how this possible? For example, okay, now you guys all understand Telugu. Okay, if I am speaking in Kannada, how it's possible to understand that, correct? How it's possible to understand? It's not possible to understand, right? Then completely it is star in your mind. What she's speaking, what's workshop she's giving, what she's stacking, okay? Completely star in your mind. In the same way, it is built in the Python, it is built in the Java. How this application will understand this, and whenever this application providing some response, how this application will understand that response. So what we can do in this case? What we can do? Mhm. Yes, yes. What we can do? Okay. Hmm. Yes, guys. If it is wrong, also no issues. Okay. Just just respond, so that I will get to know that no one is sleeping. Everyone is interested to learn, or they are listening
Build some
something.
interface which is common to both
Uh-huh.
platforms.
Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. So what I have to do now? Okay, I'm speaking in Kannada. So you guys are not understanding. You guys are responding in Telugu. So I'm not understanding what you're responding. Okay. So what we have to do? We have to come to the conclusion that we have to speak in English, so that you will also understand. I will also understand. Okay. So the same way here also, what we are doing is we have to we are calling a interface in between this application to understand each other. So that interface is nothing but API. Okay, application programming interface. In between the two application, it is acting as a mediator. Okay, to understand between two application communication, we are calling API in between that. So whenever we are clicking on the buy now, immediately API will trigger to the phone pay. Okay, so what happens, developers will they will take a code from the phone pay, and they will integrate uh, this phone pay code and all here, and they will call one API to communicate in between this application and this application. Okay, so now API is acting here as a mediator in between the two application. Okay, so this is how this is acting as an interface between the two application. Okay, so now, so in this communication, this API should also have some communication language, right, to interact with these two applications. So that is nothing but JSON. Okay, so we are using JSON language here for the API communication. Okay, okay. So this language can understand. Okay, this is independent of language. Okay, I mean to say all the language can understand JSON language. Okay, because they developed. Okay, it's developed by using a basic structure, basic data structure. Okay, but that basic data structure remains same for each and every language. That will not change. Okay, for example, like defining the variables in string format, defining the variables in number format, all these things will be same if you take any of the language. All this basic data structure is remain same. Okay, that will not change. Okay, so maybe here and this syntax will differ, but the concept remains the same. Okay, so we are calling the API in between two applications, and as in a language to that we are using JSON. Okay, so that's why, while explaining the course content, I already explained, right? Like first we are learning some idea on the tool, just a tool knowledge we are learning, and then we are learning methods. What are the methods we have, like HTTP thing. Before the HTTP, first we are learning about the JSON. Okay, because if you want to interact with this API, if you want to work this API, means we should be aware of this JSON language. Okay, because we are whenever we are requesting something, we are getting back the response, right? That we will be getting in the JSON only. Okay, so whenever we are getting back the response, we should be able to understand like what response we are receiving from the server. Okay, no issues. Okay, very easy. JSON is very easy language. That's why everyone are using nowadays. Nobody is using XML, HTML, all those tagging concepts. They're not using. Okay, Very lightweight language, very easy language. Even the non-programmer can also understand what information we are passing. Okay, so that much easy it is to creating a array, to creating a object, to creating any complex data, whatever it may be. It's very easy. Okay, there's no tag concepts and all here. If you use the HTML and XML, we have to specify many tags to achieve, to create some simple data also. Okay, that's why processing time will also increase in those languages. Okay, but since it is very lightweight, processing time is also very less. Okay, so we can fastly we can receive the response if we use the JSON. That's why nowadays everyone are jumping into the JSON language. Okay, so while I'm explaining the course content, I will be explaining you interview questions. Okay, means while explaining the things only, whenever I feel something important, they will ask you in the interview, all those things are that I will be telling you guys. Okay, this is the interview question, please make down somewhere. This is how they ask. All the scenario based questions I will be explaining while teaching the particular concepts. Okay, so along with this course, I'll be sending you the notes of the particular concepts, and I will be telling you the all the interview questions. And management people, they will be recording the everyday sessions, and they will be uploading you in the Google Drive, that you guys can access it. Okay, so this is completely the thing. So this is basic idea of the API. Okay, so if you take another example, like nowadays maybe you come across so many situations. Nowadays, you can take any application, guys. Okay, any application, everything depends on APIs only. Okay, everything depends on APIs nowadays. That's why in development also API is booming, and as well as in testing also it's booming now. Okay, so knowledge of API and learning about the API testing is very essential nowadays. Okay, so this is basic idea. And also if you take in one more example, like you may come across some situation like whenever you're performing registration. Okay, so maybe you will be having a like this, right? Consider this is one application, you're performing a registration here. Okay, okay, you're performing registration. So for registration, you have to provide your username, you have to provide your password, and you have to provide a confirm password. So it's phone number, let's take it a phone number, and password and confirm password. Then click on the register button. Click on the register button. Okay, maybe username, phone number, yeah, password, confirm password. Okay, it's not that clear, guys, just understand the concept. Okay. Okay, so now here register button. Okay, fine. So now along with this, maybe we will be having or we'll be having here options like login with login with maybe Facebook. Here login with Gmail. Okay. Okay, so now tell me what you understood by this diagram. What you understood? what they're achieving here.
Login.
Huh?
Registration.
Okay, yes, login. Yeah, what you're, what they're trying to do in this.
We're trying to create a new user.
Okay, yes, creating new user. Okay.
Or if user wants to log in with Facebook,
Ah, okay.
interact with Facebook application.
Mm. Okay, okay, okay. I will tell you. Okay. So this is one application, new application. Okay. Let's take it as a what is my name only I will keep for this. Okay. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Actually, you created a simple registration page where the user can enter the input. So like it can be a HTML page, and we
Mm-hmm.
have two URLs like login and
Okay.
registration. So by clicking on that buttons, user will get the output, whatever he want.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. So here, what they're achieving here, what they're calling here.
We are calling a page which have the several fields, username, phone number, password that can be HTML.
Okay. 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 This is one part. Or login with Facebook or login with Gmail. So here, what we are achieving.
We are calling the whatever the service they are like we have a Facebook like Facebook providing the authentication for user
Mm-hmm.
authentication and Gmail also providing the authentication. So we are calling
Mm-hmm.
the API what API they like provide the user side. So we
Mm-hmm.
can just give the R credential and they can
Yeah.
register it on server and they will provide the like a response based in the
Yes.
JSON format or any kind of format.
Yes. Perfect. Very good. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Let me.
Oh,
One second. I will explain the same. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Hemant. Okay.
yo, no problem.
Yeah. Okay. So this is one application, guys. Okay. So in this application, okay, before performing login, okay, before performing login, we have to register. Correct. We have to provide our information, and that information has to store in database. By having that information, again, we need to log in into the application. This is the scenario. Okay. So what happens? This Harshil.com, this application, what it is doing is, okay, it is providing this option also for user, and along with this option what they are doing is they're simply calling the Facebook API. Okay, means they are taking the Facebook APIs to perform the login. Okay, so to perform, and also they are taking a Gmail API, means they're simply calling this application API to perform this action instead of entering all the user details and password, confirm password. So this application, this Harshil.com, this application people, they who are developing this application, they knows that obviously Facebook and Gmail means if we are having a account in this means obviously this Facebook and Gmail must have authenticated user, and then only they are allowing that user to use their application. Okay, so they know that obviously if this person is using a Facebook or Gmail means he is an authenticated person only. Okay. Okay, what they are doing, simply they are calling this Facebook API and the Gmail API, and they are letting that particular person to make use of this Harshil.com website, means this application. They are allowing that user to use this application. Okay, so I just trying to say that in this all the situation where we can call the APIs. Okay, so like this way the APIs is very useful. So nowadays you can take any application. Okay, you will be having this option. Okay, login with Facebook, login with Gmail, login with Twitter. So why they are calling all those options and why they are giving you? So either you can enter your all the information and you can authenticate yourself, or then we are allowing you to make use of our application like that, that telling. Or else you can use any of these application to authenticate yourself and to use our application, because we have a trust on these, like if we are using a Facebook and Gmail means obviously they are authenticated users, because Facebook will also not allow you to use their application without authentication of its, right? First they will authenticate the user, then only they will allow the user to make use of the Facebook. So already we are authenticated in the Facebook. Okay, so this application knows that they are already authenticated user. So simply calling this API and allowing them to use this application is enough. They feel that and they are making use of this API. Okay, so here they're calling the Facebook API and Gmail API to perform the authentication of the user and allow that user to make use of this application. Okay, so these are all the situation where we are using APIs. Okay, and one more thing, maybe whenever you wants to travel from one city to another city, maybe you have come across using of this online services, right? Like make my trip, all those things. Okay, so they, whenever you want to travel some one place to another place, or whenever you are searching for the flights, the list of flights will be coming, right? From different website, there's list of flights will be like Indigo, Vistara, all these things will be coming, right? So Indigo is also an application. Vistara is also an application. Those flights detail is coming in the Make My Trip. How it is coming? Because Make My Trips are calling Vistara, Indigo, okay, Indigo applications API, so that through that APIs they are getting each and every details of the particular airlines services in the Make My Trip. Okay, so whenever you are opening the Make My Trip, you will be getting a list of like information, right? Like Indigo flight information, Air India information, all these things will be getting, right? But if you can also open Air India website and you can see those information. You can also open Indigo website, you can see those information. The same information also available in Make My Trip also. How it's possible? Because Make My Trips are calling Indigo website APIs, okay, or this Vistara APIs. They are calling that. So whenever they're calling that services, whatever the information available in those website will be available in the Make My Trip also. Okay, so in this way they are using the APIs to get the information from one website to another website. Okay, so now this is just a understanding of the APIs. Okay, so because if you are learning about the API testing alone means it's good to have a knowledge on it, right? Why, where exactly it's we are working with, means how they are working, why it is so important, how it is very useful nowadays. All these things you should be having a very clear idea. You should be having a basic idea should be very clear before learning something. Okay, so this is how API is very useful. Now with any application you can take. Okay, you open the Flipkart. Okay, you can also open the Flipkart and go through each and everything. We will be creating some data there, and we will be passing those data to the cart. All internally they will be calling APIs only. Okay, so internally to perform all the action we will be calling APIs only. Okay, yeah, this is the idea of the API and the course content. Okay, any doubt with this? Any doubt?
No, no from my side.
Okay, others, any doubt?
No, no.
Yes, yes, tell me. Yes, if you can't, you can make use of a chat. If you can't unmute yourself and talk, means okay. Anand,
Madam,
can
I
you tell
have
me?
one more doubt, madam. Hello.
Okay. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
What is the difference between web services REST API and this API, this your application?
What Ashok? Application and
What is the difference between web service REST API is there? No.
yes,
That and
that
this API.
all those content will be covered, Ashok, in the next coming sessions. Okay. Difference between the REST APIs and web services, all the things will be covered in next demo sessions. Will be starting, right? But as part of the content and this information, any doubt as of now? So this batch we are planning for 9 p.m. Okay, this we're planning for 9 p.m. If anybody have any concern with that, just let me know. This batch is
Already
calling.
class is going on, madam, from 9 o'clock. Can you make it 8 o'clock, 8 to 9?
No, Ashok. Like this is my office hours actually. Okay, my office end by 9 only. So since many people have requested for the evening class, yeah, I'm planning to have one session on night. Okay. Oh, like if you require means morning, I'm already running on class on morning. Just a week back, it started Shiv Prasad. Better for the working people. Okay. Yes. Okay. Morning. One month back. No. Sorry. 1 week back, we have started a morning batch. Okay. So that is for the 6 a.m. batch, 6 to 7. Okay. There also just a 1 week happened. So if you want to jump, if you want to,
No, evening only I will do it, madam. Evening only I will do it. I can't go in morning.
okay. Someone pinged dear, maybe Shiva Prasad. Okay. So morning already one batch is running, guys. Just information I'm providing. Just a week back we have started that batch. Okay, if you want to, join the morning batch only means that's okay. Anyhow, just a week back we have started that. Okay, you can join that only as soon as possible. Okay. But if you want to attend the evening means this thing we are planning 9, but according to each and every students availability and comfortableness, so we can the here and there we can change the time, but that only after the 9 only. Okay, not before the 9, because that is completely my office hours. Okay, so my office start from like I work for the US shift. Okay, so it start from afternoon only, so I will be busy in that schedule. So after the 9 we can plan at any time. Okay, so just let me know if any concern with the timing, but just let me know the clear before starting with the batch.
Duration of this course.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't explain that, right? Yeah, duration of the course will be 30 to 35 days. Okay, 30 to 35 days will be the duration of the course. Okay, so we can, here and there we can extend or we can complete within that. Okay, anything it may be, but at least I need 30 to 35 days to complete the entire course. Okay, so 30 to 35 days for the entire course, and according to your comfortableness, or if you want to, learn something, or if you're stuck in some concept, if you need new revision on those means, will here and there will extend. Okay.
Madam, any placement assistance will be there after completion?
Placement, yes, like if I get any information like openings and all, I will be informing from my end. But apart from that, you have to contact the management. Who is asking?
And
You
any
have to
project
contact them.
sessions will be there after completion for practicing?
What you are asking? What Pasalinga,
Project,
right?
yeah, project sessions, yeah.
Yes, that I already explained. No, framework is nothing but project only. Okay.
Okay,
So framework part is also covering here. Okay.
okay,
So like basics, advanced, and framework.
okay.
Three part will be covered in this. But it's enough. Okay. Working with the API for that, this much is more than enough. Okay. Don't stretch out. Okay. This is more than enough
Yeah.
to work with an API. Whatever may be the experience, this is what you have to adopt and you have to work. Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Actually, I have one doubt. I'm working employees. I have a 2 year of experience, and I'm working only REST API, Django framework. So
Okay.
actually, I'm the good in the development, also in API, but sometimes I facing the issue related to testing and debugging also. So is it good for me this course if I enrolled in this course?
Okay. Means which you are working? Django, right?
Yes, Django. I completed the course from the DurgaSoft. I took the Durga sir classes,
Okay.
and in 2018 and 19 around. And
Mm-hmm.
since 2 year back, I am working in like only in REST framework. So in that development part, in development part, I am okay. There is no problem. But in testing scenario, like debugging the API and test in the advanced level and with the advanced tools, so in that scenario, I'm B. So is it
Okay.
good for me or not if I enroll in this course?
Means in this, we are using a Java language. Okay. The
Okay,
same
okay.
technology whatever we are using, if you can adapt there means yes, it's good. But if you faced some issues to adapting in this technology with that language, means yes, that because we are using Java in this. Okay,
Mhm.
so we are completely working with
No,
a
I know
Java.
Java also.
Okay, okay, yeah.
I
So
know Java
then,
also. I already
mhm.
completed Java course from DURGASOFT. In that
Oh,
scenario, no
okay.
problem. But in the testing scenario, I'm facing the issue sometimes.
So
So
you
my
working with
concern
automation
only this
or
part.
manual, Hemant? You're working with automation or manual?
No, I am a backend developer, not a tester.
Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay,
So
okay.
my concern
You
is
like you
in the
required help with
development
the unit
side, if I
testing.
want to test the API.
Okay, understood.
Yes,
Means
yes,
you
yes.
required help with the unit testing, right?
Unit testing and integration testing, this testing are like did by the
Okay, okay, yeah. Okay, Hemant, like yeah, that's what I can tell you. Like, with this, you will get to know the means how we can do that. But with respect to the Django code, you have to, you have to adapt the same thing with that language. Okay, so that you can do that means yes, you can go through the course. No issues in that. Okay.
Hello,
thank
madam.
you, ma'am. Thank you.
Hello, madam.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if I join it for 6 a.m. batch, if you
Okay.
get the backup classes, any?
Yes, yes, you will be getting Ganesh. Yeah. They will share you the drive link. In the drive, all the videos will be available. So you just
Okay.
go through the, means all the videos. Just
Yeah. Okay.
a week back started. Only we are in basic part only.
Yeah. Okay.
If you want to join, means plan it immediately.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if you plan today only, that will be well and good, so that you can catch the.
Okay. If I join the 6 a.m., the how to get the link for the 6 a.m.?
You have a contact details, right?
Yeah.
Contact details. Do you have, or do I need to send?
I have an contact details.
Yeah, yeah. You just call them and you just inform my name and inform them like my name and along with I need to join 6 a.m. So they will help you with that.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, today is Sunday, no? So it
Hmm.
is office staff is available or not? How can
Yes,
I?
it's available. They will be available.
Yeah, okay. I
Okay.
contact to office staff
Mm-hmm.
and I will join for
Yeah,
6 a.m.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Then please contact, and they will be available. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
How long will have the access to the record? Shiv Prasad, how long? I don't know. I don't have an idea on it, Shiv Prasad. Please contact management for all this info. Okay. So they will help you. Maybe you guys have that contact number, right? If you don't have it, let me know. I will, pass it here. They will provide you all the information. That adding it to the Google Drive means you have an option to copy it, right, to your drive, right? If they are roaming also, you can copy to your drive. It will be available in your drive only. Okay. Yeah. Any doubt with respect to the content or any details required?
No,
So
sir.
batch timing is this batch we are planning for the 9 p.m. Okay, but you just let me know. Is it works for you all, or do I need to start a bit late, like a 9:30 or something, or 10? Just you can just let me know. Or just 9 is fine. Or if you want to join 6 a.m. batch, we have already started a week back. This is basic only we are started. So join today itself. You plan accordingly if you want to join 6 a.m. Or else this is fine, miss. I don't think they give the download access. They are keeping it read only up to 6 months only. It's really, oh, is it? I'm not part of that. Even I don't have idea. Hmm. We'll see. Sure, Prasad. I will. I will get idea from. I will talk to them and I will I will give you the information regarding this. Okay.
Madam,
What are examples for
Hmm?
automation classes?
What's for me?
this
Examples,
class daily or we only weekends?
No. This is everyday session. Weekend we will be not having. Okay.
Okay.
Why you guys are planning for the weekend? Do you guys need it on weekend?
Ante Saturday, Sunday.
You guys need it?
Hello?
Yes. Do you guys need it on Saturday, Sunday?
Yes, madam. These classes are daily or only weekends?
No, like we are currently planning for the daily only. Okay.
Okay, madam.
Why you? I'm just asking you guys. Do you guys need it on weekend?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, yeah, we are planning for the regular session. Okay. So yeah, whatever maybe
Ma'am,
your query, just
ma'am,
let me know.
it's easy if you provide in Saturday, Sunday, because already we have a job holder. So if you get
Mhm.
in Saturday, Sunday, then it will be better for us.
Okay.
To practice, yeah, better.
Okay. We'll take a count of each and every person's input. Then we'll plan for that. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Ma'am, yeah, what is the course fee, ma'am?
Course fee, maybe they're planning it for 4K.
Okay.
4K. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Anything else before winding the session?
Ma'am, how can we get that syllabus?
Syllabus. Yeah. Contact that number, guys. Or else it will be available in the website also. Contact that people, management people. They will share you. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
To ping a website, madam, URL.
Again. What was what you said?
Website, yeah. I also don't know website. Which website?
Okay. Just just call them. No, they will only share you all the details regarding this.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And so tomorrow is the first class, or tomorrow also demo session, ma'am, 9 p.m.
Yeah, this is today's the workshop, and we'll have a demo till maybe 1 week of demo we'll do. Okay. Till till 28th. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Till Friday we'll have a demo session. No, 4th. Yes. Till Friday. No. Okay. So 28th, Thursday. Okay. Till 2nd we'll have a demo session. Then from 5th, okay, from 5th we have a actual class. Okay.
In between 31 is working. Have you had a class or not?
Oh, okay, we have a holiday, right? 31.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take a holiday then. If you, I'm okay to connect, but if you guys need a holiday, and that means yes, we'll take a holiday and that, no issues. Okay. So
Ma'am,
yeah.
when the real batch, actual batch starts, it is from Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday? Sorry, I did not get that.
Monday to Saturday. Okay, but in that Monday to Friday, but Tuesday will not be available. Okay, so Tuesday is a holiday for the class. Monday, from Wednesday it will start.
Every Tuesday it's a.
Every Tuesday will not be available. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, some hybrid model in the office, so I have to go. So every Tuesday will not be available. So other than that, remaining days will connect. Okay, but guys, I know you guys, maybe you hope you guys having a contact number of the management regarding time concern or whatever it may be, just inform to them. Okay, or else if it is fine with you guys for the 9 p.m, I'm also fine. Okay, from tomorrow we'll have a demo 9 p.m. Okay. Anything else? Anything else before winding the session?
Nothing.
No, madam.
Okay. Okay. Then thanks for joining. Have a great day, guys. Bye. Enjoy weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wish you the same.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.